looking like a ghost town.
STL dirty, I'm like Magic to Kareem, man. You tell me I ain't worthy. I ain't speaking about a jersey, I'm speaking about income. Did you hear that, Elizabeth? Here come the big one. I put more money in the community than you got in your budget. I put my put your advance to the toilet, then flush it. My last stance be a stance of a General Custard. I hot dog cause I can, I got the cheese and mustard. I got the stats of a Hall of Fame in just 2 records. That's why I'm back up at the Super Bowl with Julius Peppers. I got that can't stop, won't stop in my veins. That's why they can't stop, won't stop screaming the name. Nelly, Nelly. Go tell a friend to tell a friend. I'ma keep the same grin whether I lose or win. Up or down 10, I'ma fight to the end. Let's go.
Ain't no way they can stop me now, Daddy, cause I'm on my way. I can feel my ring coming. It's the blood of a champion pumping deep inside my veins. Too much pride to be running. I'ma get what I can and more, even if my blood, my sweat, and my tears don't mean nothing. It's the heart of a champion. It's the heart of a, it's the heart of a.
And I'm the first pick, first round, signing bonus profound, playing for his hometown, repping for the home crowd. Buckle like Michael Red. Tell him again. I just buckle like Michael Red. Hear what I said? The MVP of the game, intensity still the same. I'm shooting out from my range with Peyton Manning tight aim. Can't stop me from scoring, so they result to just hacking. So that's 3 of us now. Me, AI, and Shaqin'. Come and look to the eyes I say of a man with more heart than Hallmark on Valentine's Day. I'm the one that you've been raving about, like Ray Lewis. I think you ought to go and change your route, cause you don't know if I'm blitzing or if I'm sitting there eating, waiting for you to go and trip, drop back and throw up a pick, man.
Ain't no way they can do. 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 Ain't no way they can stop me now, Daddy, cause I'm on my way. I can feel my ring coming. It's the blood of a champion pumping deep inside my veins. Too much pride to be running. I'ma get what I can and more, even if my blood, my sweat, and my tears don't mean nothing. It's the heart of a champion.
It's the heart of a, it's the heart of a. It's like a big time decision made on how I could twerk it. If hard work pays off, then easy work is worthless. My work habit ain't no habit, man. I do it on purpose. I push myself to the limit, so my talent is surface. So now it's curtains and drapes on anybody who hates, disliking what I'm reciting, biting what I've been writing. I've been dog fighting, scratching and clawing on every height, trying to make you remember me like you remember the Titans, cause I'm a warrior. My daddy was a soldier, a Vietnam vet, a little dirty. I thought I told you I'm supposed to whip up your town and test the roasters, eating like Folgers, man. I'm young, black, and rich, as good as it gets, and giving your point guard fits. He think he the same pressure, but he ain't seen. Oh,
ain't no way they can do. 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 Ain't no way they can stop me now, Daddy, cause I'm on my way. I can feel my ring coming. It's the blood of a champion pumping deep inside my veins. Too much pride to be running. I'ma get what I can and more, even if my blood, my sweat, and my tears don't mean nothing. It's the heart of a champion. Ain't no way they can stop me now, Daddy, cause I'm on my way. I can feel my ring coming. It's the blood of a champion pumping deep inside my veins. Too much pride to be running. I'ma get what I can and more, even if my blood, my sweat, and my tears don't mean nothing. It's the heart of a champion.
It's a cool fall morning on a Saturday. There's buzzing in the air. Boys got a home game. The whole city's gonna be there. And Kenny starts to fill up with the hometown crowd. The speaker plays Back in Black and the boys swarm out. But our biggest fans are up above, yeah, looking over our shoulders, sitting, waiting patiently for the end of the first quarter. When we wave to the kids that cannot play, put a big smile on their face every football Saturday. Yeah, we wave to help those kids let go, give the parents a little hope, bring those kids back home. When we wave, when we wave, staying up on Friday night, yeah, after a long, long week, we finally start to see a smile. There's a different energy. He wakes up at the crack of dawn, puts on his black and gold, sits there waiting eagerly to go up to the 12th floor, where he can wave with a big smile on his face and watch the Hawkeyes play and forget about his pain. Yeah, he waits and finally lets go. Mama's got some hope that he feels at home. When he waves, for the boys and girls who never made it home, we won't let you go. Always remember you. When we wave, remember that smile on your face. You're the reason why we play. The pain's finally away. And we wait for your family back home. Your memory will live on. They'll never be alone. When we wave, when we wave, when we wave, yeah, we wave.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Marcus, Iowa for the opening round of district playoff action in Class A football. We're coming to you live from MMCRU High School, where the undefeated Royals host the Belmond-Klemme Broncos. I'm Kyle Wilkinson, joined by my partner Dylan Block. Dylan, postseason football is finally here.
Yeah, Kyle, this is where it all counts. The regular season's in the books, and it's win or go home time. MMCRU comes in undefeated 8-0, one of the top scoring offenses in Class A. Meanwhile, Belmond-Klemme is sitting at 3-5, has been battle-tested all season long and looks to play spoiler tonight.
Yeah, Dylan, the Bronco team has been playing better each week. Their offense has been explosive, averaging nearly 220 yards through the air per game. Junior quarterback Brody Hefner has been the heartbeat of this offense so far, throwing for over 1,700 yards and 19 touchdowns on the season.
He's really stepped up a leader, and he's got weapons all around him. Senior Brain Doherty and junior Kyson Lamb are two of the top receivers in the district. Griffin Paulson, the senior, is a reliable target, who always seems to come big up on third down. It's that spread offense that can score in a hurry.
And it starts up front with the offensive line for the Broncos. Parker Doherty anchors things at center with Carver Buchanan and Christian Berry at the guard spots. Max Swisher and Zach Hansen have been manning the tackles. And tight end Jackson Johans is another key piece. The senior is physical and dependable.
Yeah, and a running back, Jaime Stevenson's been strong these last 2 games. He's got the start. Over 280 yards on the ground on the year it's got him up to. And when they get him going early, it opens everything else up. That'll be important against MMCRU's defense that's allowed just 6 points a game.
And for the Royals, what a team they've put together. Quarterback Eli Harpanaugh has been phenomenal. 1,218 yards passing, 15 touchdowns, and a completion percentage above 64%. He distributes the ball well, and this offense is balanced. Over 1,200 yards rushing on the season as well, Dylan.
Yeah, Kyle, it's a machine. Guys like Michael Schmilner and Cameron Bork are dangerous downfield, and Aiden Miller brings power in the run game. They've scored over 30 or more points in 7 of the 8 games this season. It's kind of test that shows what you're made of.
Yeah, and last week, Dylan, we saw a couple records go down for the Broncos. We saw quarterback Brody Hefner breaking the season-long passing record for passing yards, breaking, gosh darn it.
Neil Waddington's
Neil
record.
Waddington. Oh, my gosh, can't believe I forgot that name. Neil Waddington's record from the 60s, and then Braden Doherty breaking the season-long passing receiving yards record from Michael Knapp as well. And so hopefully they can both add to that. I know we'll speak here in a bit about some other records that might be broken tonight, Dylan. But let's go ahead and pause for a moment for the national anthem, and we'll be back with the starting lineups as well.
There's a kind of magic to making memories, to finding time for the little things and the big things, the new things, and the things you'll do over and over again. It's the magic of a job well done and a well-deserved day of rest, of living life to the fullest with the people you'd never want to live without. Fairway, closed on Sunday, open for life.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision, to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Health powers life, from the delightfully routine to the truly uncharted. Building a relationship with a primary care doctor is one of the easiest ways to stay healthy. So if you don't have one, get started with Mercy One. From annual wellness visits to screenings and immunizations, our primary care doctors can help you be proactive with your health, ensuring you're ready no matter what life brings next. Find care at mercyone.org/healthpowerslife.
All right, we're back, Bronco fans, and let's go ahead and meet the starters for the Broncos tonight, starting with the offense, Dylan.
Yeah, up front for the Broncos, Parker Dory's at center, Carver Buchanan, Christian Berry at guard, Max Swisher and Zach Hansen man at tackle position, Jackson Johans at tight end. At running back, it's Jaime Stephenson, the wide receivers Braden Doherty, Kais Lamb, and Griffin Paulson. And under center, or rather in shotgun, junior quarterback Brody Hefner leads the spread offense.
And the defensive starters, Dylan.
Yeah, defensively, Belmont lines up in a 3-4 front this week with Braden Hartema, Jackson Johans, and Juan Medina as the down linemen. They'll be busy tonight trying to contain that MMCRU ground game. At linebacker, inside you got Jaime Stevenson and Max Swisher, Liam Fournier and Brody Hefner coming off the edge. In the secondary, Wyatt Boozman and Braden Doherty are your corners, with Blaze Paulson at strong safety and his older brother Griffin Paulson at free safety. A family connection back there.
Yeah, the Paulson brothers must be leaders in that secondary, Dylan, and they'll need to be sharp against the passing attack like the Royals tonight. We were talking on the way up here, Dylan. This is the first time we've had starting brothers in quite some time on the defense. And with Griffin being a senior, hopefully they relish every moment they have out there, Dylan.
Yeah, exactly. And then we got some record chases coming on tonight.
Just 1 second here, Dylan. We do got the captains out there. Let's see what the coin toss is, and then we'll move on here. Our captains for tonight are Braden Doherty, Zach Hansen, Jackson Johans, and Griff Paulson. Let's go ahead and see what the coin toss turned out to be, as the Royals have a little bit of a different pregame lineup than we're used to. So we'll stop and start here and get things corrected after we see the coin toss here.
On both sides of the line, number 72, Ben Deniger.
That looks like kind of talking things through out here, waiting for the rundown by the loudspeaker.
Done. On the offensive line, number 79, Brian Hill. And at linebacker, number 83, John Schmillen. The Royals, they're coached by head coach Kyle Oswald. He's assisted by Colin Hughes.
And while we wait, Dylan, Broncos coming off, it was a loss to West Hancock last week, but impressive in that loss were the Broncos. And tonight, it depends on what rankings you look at, Dylan. Some rankings have MMCRU as the number 1 team. I know we said West Hancock was number 1 last week, and so some rankings have them listed as number 1 or number 2. And so tonight, again, unfortunately, the Broncos up against a tough task as well, and as tough as it gets, unfortunately, with the Royals here.
Yeah, again, not enough can go into the credit the coach and players had last week, as I completely missed that coin toss. But
they didn't even show it. I don't know what happened there. They just talked through it. So we'll see. Or your guys' guess is as good as ours when they come out here, and we'll see what we see.
Again, one thing you notice here on our scoreboard, we are not going to have a running clock. We'll keep you updated verbally by the clock. It just, when it kind of comes down to everything we're doing, just not enough time to make sure we stay synced.
Yep, we are running our own camera tonight, so hopefully it'll be a little better than last week, unfortunately. And we are going to,
I'm assuming the return team, as they're kind of spreading out for MMCRU, it looks like Belmont might be kicking first, maybe, as we see, some MMCRU, you guys line up in the 50.
Duran's out there, and Braden Doherty's got the tee, so we'll see the Belmont kickoff team and the Royals return team here. And it's going to be number 7 and number 2 for the Royals heading out there, Gage Johnson and Michael Schmillen. And this will be the first time, like we talked, Dylan, first time in over a month the Broncos will not face a wing T run offense, as the Royals are more of an I formation and a spread it out type team.
Yeah, give you a good kind of matchup here for the Broncos, again, who have had such a great pass defense all year. Consistently this year been top of the Class A in interceptions, even class at the top of the state in the interceptions. So a team that can get after the pass, led by that senior Braden Doherty and Wyatt Boozman with multiple interceptions in the season.
And here we go. Doherty's kick. He's off and deep. It's going to be returned by Johnson right on the 3-yard line. And, shook a tackle, but forced out of bounds by Johnson. I'm sorry, forced out of bounds by Doherty was Johnson. And he made it up to about the 32-yard line. So it'll be Royals 1st and 10.
By number 7, Braden Doherty.
We will see the Bronco defense out there again. They kind of tweaked it a little bit from last week. We'll see a 3-4 look this week.
Yeah, definitely more focused on defending the pass. This time we see Hardeman at the nose and Johans and Medina as the inside ends.
Got Hefner down there at linebacker covering the slot receiver. We do see an H-back formation, kind of like we run. It is going to be a half running back handoff there. That's going to be to number 1, Brayson Mulder. And he's going to gain 7 yards on that. It'll be 2nd and 3 for the Royals.
Yeah, again, kind of showing a little different look there, going that very similar to the Broncos, this time out of the pistol in the H-back formation, and again running north-south. Again, looking about similar formation.
Here we go. We got kind of a bunch type motion here from the Royals with one wide out. And it's going to be another handoff to Mulder going boundary side, and the Broncos are waiting for him. It'll be Hefner and Stephenson on the takedown. Swisher in there as well, along with Medina. So far some gang tackling by the Broncos, but it will result. Oh, it's actually going to be right at the sticks. So it's going to be second.
Look at the measure here. They're going to call sticks all the way over to measure this. Again, we saw first time last week. Again, Broncos had to get a measurement from the far side at home, and now first drive of the game here, second play, we have to have a measurement on the far side of the field.
Yeah, right at the sticks. We'll see here. It's either going to be inches short or it's going to be good there, Dylan. So
yeah, unfortunately not able to get a pretty good view in the ball here because of how the MMCRU players are standing, but
while we have this break, Dylan, let's talk about some of those records that might happen tonight. Looks like Braden Doherty is on the verge of multiple records. He's just 9 receptions away from breaking his own single-season mark, and he's 264 yards shy of career receiving yardage, and just 1 receiving touchdown away from tying the season touchdown record as well. So they did mark it a first down for the Royals while we were talking there, and so it'll be 1st and 10 Royals. Kyson Lamb is actually just 13 receptions short of that same single season mark, and Hefner is 117 all-purpose yards for a new single season record, and just 102 scrimmage yards shy of another milestone. So a lot of history, a lot of records could fall tonight as well. And let's take a look in here as the Royals have 1st and 10.
Yeah, now going that traditional I form.
And it is going to be another handoff to Mulder, brought down by Hefner and Johans on the tackle.
5-yard gain out to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, again, great job by the Broncos, kind of just staying disciplined there, and again, now leading to about a 2nd and medium here.
You know, Brayson Mulder comes in 6'3", 215, 220 pounds, so a big running back for the Royals here.
Yeah, something very similar to what the Broncos have seen in the Westport game, and again, that didn't go the Broncos' way. Again, a good chance for redemption tonight.
Tiny bit smaller than our quarterback, Hefner. And it's going to be a handoff to the fullback this time, and he's going to find some running room before being brought down by Griffin Paulson, the senior. That's going to be John Schmillen on the carry.
Yeah, a little weird seeing 83 run in that fullback position, but again, a great call on that fullback dive, kind of catches the Broncos a little over pursuit there in the halfback.
Yeah, the 1st and 10 Royals. The fullback there, he's also the leading tackler on defense for the Royals. And right about the 43-yard line for the Royals here.
Yeah, Royals back in the H-back formation.
And it's going to be motion by the slot receiver, and it's going to be a handoff jet sweep. And he breaks a few tackles and goes down the sideline before being brought down by Liam Fournier out of bounds. That's going to be Gage Johnson on the carry. That's going to be good for another Royals first down, though.
Yeah, Royals catch a break there. Not a great snap, just about snapped over the quarterback's head. Was able to wrangle it and get it on that jet sweep just in time. As again, Liam playing through some injury right now. He got that brace on his left knee and can find to make the tackle.
Yeah, got hurt in practice 2 days ago, unfortunately. Going to try and play through the pain, though. Has a knee brace on, and again, having a heck of a season, the junior is.
Yeah, consistently one of our best defensive players. And
another 1st and 10 here as the Royals look to pass. They're going to go deep, and it's out of reach for the Royal there. That's going to be Camden Bork, and going to fall incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the Royals. Wyatt Boozman on the coverage for the Broncos.
Yeah, great job of the Broncos, and pink flag or towel or something down the field. Not entirely sure what that is.
They're going to
an
call
eligible man downfield. So it looks like
eligible man downfield. So we are going with pink flags tonight. That's a little unusual from the officials.
MMCRU.
So we'll be looking for pink flags instead of yellow. So it's going to be second and 15. And unfortunately, I think the Broncos jumped.
Get right back to them, or are they going to see? They catch somebody on the.
We're going to give it right back to them, I believe, Dylan. Let's wait for the official call here. Oh, they are. It is going to be a false start. So we lucked out there. Broncos catch a break as it's going to be a false start by the Royals, and that will back them up to 2nd and 20. 1st and 20 is what the actual thing.
I know it's 2nd and 20 because they had the.
That's
no, it should be.
Yeah, because they had the. Well, the official marker says first down, so that's what
we'll
go
call
with
1st
here.
and 20.
Yep, they do have a slot receiver and H-back formation. And it's going to be a fake handoff. Swing it out to Johnson, the slot receiver there. He has a little bit of room, avoids a few tackles again from the Broncos. And is finally brought down by Blaze Paulson, his brother Griffin, and Jackson Johans on the tackle.
That'll bring up a 2nd and 8 for the Royals.
And that's going to be up to 2nd 8 for the Royals now.
Yeah, again, good job of the Broncos finding the ball. Again, good run after the catch, and luckily those penalties pushed that back. Now looking at a long 2nd and 8.
Yeah, and here we go. Royals come out, 2nd 8 in that same spread formation they got going on. Harpanaugh with the handoff to, let's see here, good stop by the Broncos. That's going to be a stop by Hefner and Swisher, and that's going to be Schmillen on the carry for the Royals.
7 for MMCRU.
Looks like it's a gain of about 1 yard. That'll be 3rd and 7 now.
Yeah, great job with the Bronco defense kind of flying the ball, and good job up front with Brody now kind of filling that new linebacker position we've seen the last couple weeks, and again has done a great job filling that run fit.
Yeah, Hefner, one record we didn't mention. I don't know if he'll break it tonight. It'd be crazy if he did, but he'll definitely more than likely get it next year. He's 452 passing yards away from breaking the all-time record of Waddington's as well. So here we go, Royals with the pass. It's a small hitch over there, and he breaks a few Bronco tackles before being brought down by Swisher. And that's a different brother here, Michael Schmillen. And on the pass completion, that'll be another first down for the Royals, and that'll bring them 1st and goal.
Yeah, puts them right in the 10, so again a first and long goal, but again, Broncos have been really good in the red zone this year. Let's see if they can get some pressure and again force them to play behind the 6 like we did a lot last week against West Hancock.
Here we go, 1st and goal in that same formation, I formation for the Royals. It's going to be a handoff to Mulder, and he's going to muscle his way down inside the 5, and he's going to be marked right about the 3, I think it looks like from up here. So 2nd and goal still might be from the 4.
Yeah, looks like they're going to spot him on the 4. Again, kind of a weird angle we're sitting at here as he backs up.
Let's see.
Might be, looks like foot on the 3.
See if the Broncos switch up their defense here into a goal line type defense. Doesn't look like they're going to. They're just going to play a little tighter, switch to maybe man coverage.
Yep, bring some more guys in the box up, filling some of those gaps.
And it is going to be a handoff to Schmillen, and they're going to mark him short, it looks like.
Yeah, this line judge.
They're going to mark him right at the 1, if not the half-yard mark for the Royals. So 3rd and goal now. Nice stop by the Broncos there.
Yeah, again, expect to see basically the exact same play, I'd imagine, going right back to that fullback dive.
I would say that ball's as close to the goal line as possible there, Dylan. So we'll see what the Bronco defense, if they can come up with another stop here.
Again, big time for sophomore Brayden Hardeman. Going to come probably right down his nose, see if he can stand up to the center.
Broncos do have 4 down linemen there. It is going to be a handoff to Mulder, and he's going to walk into the end zone for the first score of the evening. That's going to be the Royals 6, the Broncos nothing. And we'll see here if the Royals decide to go for 2 or an extra point. I see a kicking block going out there, so I'd assume we're going to see an extra point here by the Royals after that 1-yard score from Mulder. Kicking for the Royals is going to be Gage Johnson. Kick is up and blocked, but it goes
Still
through.
close
Oh,
in.
my goodness, folks. Bounced off a Bronco, goes up, hits the crossbar, and goes in. That's going to bring the score 7-0, Royals over the Broncos. And tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Thrivent. At Thrivent, they believe life's most important decisions should be guided by purpose, not just dollars and cents. Whether you're planning for college, retirement, or giving back to your community, Thrivent is here to help you make financial decisions that reflect your values.
Thrivent is proud to support the Belmond-Klemme Broncos goals, and Thrivent loves to help people achieve their financial goals. Thrivent helps clients create a financial approach that reflects their priorities and protects what matters most to them. Josh, Brian, or Michael can be reached at 641-444-3214.
All right, we're back, Bronco fans, here as we get set for the Bronco kick return. It's going to be Jaime Stephenson, Braden Doherty, and Blaze Paulson as the up-back, same as last week. And kicking off, I would assume we would see Johnson again, but it's going to be Gage Johnson for the Royals kicking it off here.
Set to kick off for the Royals, number 2, Gage Johnson.
And sorry if there is some background noise. We are lined up right next to the announcer.
And that speaker right outside our window,
here.
so.
And the kick is up and
should be
gets
returnable.
back to Stephenson. And he's able to get a middle return. Not quite what we're used to, but he does get it up to about the 24-yard line for the Broncos. So decent field position to start with. It'll be 1st and 10 Broncos.
On the stop for the Royals, number 65, Bruce Glassmaker.
Again, we do want to say thank you to our sponsors. Tonight would not happen without you, First State Bank and Tom and Jackie Burke of Channel Seeds as well. Again, tonight would not happen without you, as unfortunately it is an extra cost being a district game. So thank you for putting up that sponsorship money so we could broadcast the game tonight. As Hefner takes the snap, looks to pass. It's out to Griffin Paulson in the slot. And he's going to have enough for a Bronco. Ooh, where they marked him here was right at the sticks. It should be a first down.
We'll see. Looks like, they received a first down.
They marked first down, so nice completion from Hefner to Paulson on the first play of the evening for the Broncos. Results in a 1st and 10.
Yeah, exactly what you asked for. Again, you got some senior experience out there, and Brody's kind of reliable weapon with Griffin, so good to see them connect early and get some momentum going quick.
And here we go. So 1st and 10 as the Broncos come out in their slot receiver role. They're actually going to come out in a full spread. Both Paulson brothers in there at slot receivers. And Hefner's going to go out to Doherty. It's a little low, and unfortunately he's not able to grab it. It's going to fall incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 Broncos.
2nd and 10.
Yeah, again, good 2 quick plays, and something we've seen the Broncos run a lot this year is that kind of quick rocket screen to Doherty, and then the quick, easy 8 to 10 yard hitch to Paulson. Again, all we're missing right now for kind of a playbook is a 8 to 10 yard slant from Kyson. We'll see if they go to that or if they get Jaime a touch here early.
Here we go. We got that same spread formation here, 2 slot receivers. A lot of room for the slot receivers here as they're going to go to that screen pass again. The Royals are ready. Stephenson does catch it, and it's good for, I would say, 2 yards. Correct, Dylan. It's going to be 3rd and 8 now for the Broncos.
On the stop for the Royals, number 1, Grayson.
Yeah, again, Broncos offense right now really focused on getting some easy completions, get that confidence going early, and get that ball moving. They put themselves in a 3rd and manageable here.
Yeah, we just got 6 minutes left here in the first quarter. Royals lead 7-0 over the Broncos. And here we go. Now we're going to flip over to the trip set for the Broncos. Trips near side, 3rd and 8.
Again, look for that
and
wheel
Hefner takes the snap, rolls out towards the trips. He's going to go underneath to Blaze Paulson, and it's in and out. Falls incomplete. It'll be 4th down, and I'm sure this early in the ballgame we'll see the punt team here from the Broncos.
As we see a couple subs coming in, do see Saul and Liam coming in, so most likely going to be a punt. Doherty has been great, and he does have the wind blowing left to right against him, so gets the ball in the air, can do some weird things.
All right, here we go. Doherty is set to kick. Johnson and Olish is back to receive.
High
snap, and he just barely gets it off again, but he does get that good Doherty bounce that he normally does, and that's going to be in favor of the Broncos. Going to bring it all the way down to the 30-yard line, and that's where the Royals will start a 1st and 10 on their own 30. Nice punt by Braden Doherty, the senior. As unfortunately the days of the seniors participating on the football team are numbered, Dylan, and I just hope they're enjoying every minute out there.
Yeah, again, Braden and being the notable and getting close on records as seniors, but again, can't shade the contributions that Griffin Paulson has done, again, fighting back from an injury earlier this season. You got players like Zach Hansen, who's again been a sturdy right tackle for us and played some good defensive snaps.
Both Jackson Johans and Braden Doherty are four-year starters for the Broncos. They've been through it all. And here we go, 1st and 10 Royals in that spread formation. And it's going to be a toss to Mulder. And he's going to find a little bit of running room, escape some tackles again for the Broncos, brought down by Blaze Paulson. But it is going to be good for a Royal first down.
1st and 10 Royals.
Yeah, it gets about 14 on that carry. Again, Brody looked like he kind of sniffed out, but unfortunately was able to cut back, and the blocker was able to set up.
Yeah, we do have Zach Hansen checking into the ball game at defensive end for the Broncos. Again, talking about Braden Doherty setting some records, leaving his mark here on the record book for the Broncos. His sophomore season on defense played 10 out of the 11 positions. The only position he didn't play, Dylan, was D tackle. So out there at cornerback tonight for the Broncos.
Yeah, just a credit to kind of
And it's going to
athlete.
be another handoff to Mulder. As good blocking by the offensive line, and Mulder's off to the races. Let's see if the Broncos can catch him. Blaze Paulson is able to drag him down out of bounds, but not before another first down and then some. He's going to take it all the way down to the 18-yard line for the Royals.
Yeah, again, just nice patient running there by Mulder. Kind of just setting the backfield, letting everything develop, and then hitting the hole when it shows. Again, just something you don't usually see out of a high school running back, having that much patience.
Yeah, definitely waited for his line to open up the hole and was able to explode through that hole. And unfortunately, Dylan, the talk of tonight's going to be the missed tackles so far on defense for the Broncos. Ruben Guido in the ballgame now at linebacker. In for the somewhat injured Liam Fournier as it's a pass deflected. It's off Guido's hands and off of Schmillen's hands and falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 Royals.
Yeah, good job by the Bronco defense covering that pass. And, again, the Royals a little fortunate that ball tipped in the air is, again, flat as it did because 2 Broncos in the area could have made a play on it. Yeah,
like we said, Ruben Guido substituting in there for Liam Fournier. Unfortunately, the junior having an outstanding year was injured earlier in practice this week with a knee injury. Tried to play through it. I don't know if that's why he's out or not. But the Royals have 2nd and 10 here, and it is a handoff to Schmillen. And he's going to break a couple tackles and drag Swisher a few more yards before being brought down by Swisher and the senior Griffin Paulson before making it to
looks like the 7.
Yeah, 7-yard line for the Royals here. It's going to be 1st and goal now for him.
On the stop, number 52.
Yeah, again, Bronco defense, we've seen this earlier in the year, kind of struggled to stop that inside zone and power running game. Again, they made some adjustments last week that worked really well. We'll see, again, if they can kind of get some of those changes to happen and get back on this attack.
Yeah, Broncos back in their 3-4 look here. And it's going to be a rollout run by Harpenaugh. And he outraces Doherty to the edge. We do have a flag, however. And they're going to, I believe, wave off the touchdown for now. Let's see what the official word is. And go from there here as I do see a yellow flag this time, Dylan.
Yeah, it looks like only a few of the officials have the pink. So, again, trying to get you the best view of what the ref's going to call here. Again, in the area of a hold.
And Royals are backing up themselves here, so must be against them. Let's see. And it's going to be a block in the back on the Royals.
I think that was offensive pass interference.
Still a 10-yard penalty. from the spot. Yeah. So it will be first and goal. But that first and goal is going to happen from the 20-yard line. So 20 yards to go for the Royals. They're going to come out in a trips formation near side. We do have an official stoppage here. Chat about something.
And clarify. Look.
At the 18-yard line, first and goal, Royals.
And here we go. First and goal, Royals on the 20. Trips formation here for them. Got the pistol halfback back there behind the quarterback. And he's going to do the swing pass out there to the other Schmillen brother. And he avoids a tackle and races into the end zone from 20 yards out as he's able to push a Bronco to the ground before getting into the end zone. So that touchdown catch will be for 20 yards from Harpenaugh to Schmillen. And that'll bring the score 13-0 Royals over the Broncos.
Yeah, again, great blocking by the receiving crew. Had two Bronco corners out there and just were able to just get shoved about 10 yards off the ball.
And here we go. Johnson is in for the extra point. Last time it went good, but went off a Bronco, off the crossbar, and then bounced through. Let's see here. Hopefully the Broncos can get the full block this time. Kick is down much faster this time, and it is right through the middle. The kick is good, and that's going to bring the Royal score 14, Belmond-Klemme Broncos 0. And let's hear a word from one of our sponsors tonight, Com1.
Bronco fans, score big with fast fiber from Com1, the local one. Our fast fiber internet will let you stream your Broncos when you can't make it to the game. Find out more online at com1net.net today. Good luck to our Belmond-Klemme Broncos from Com1, the local one, serving Hancock, Wright, and Humboldt County neighborhoods with friendly, fast fiber you can count on. See us at com1net.net today.
All right, we're back, Bronco fans. Unfortunately, another score by the MMCRU Royals, number 1 team in the state according to several rankings, number 2 according to several other rankings. So here we go. Broncos kick return setting up again. It's going to be the same 3 back there. It's going to be Stephenson, Doherty, and Paulson. And we'll see Johnson here for the Royals kicking off.
Yeah, again, kind of the spot Broncos need to find a way to respond this drive. Again, kind of stalled out after a good first couple plays. We'll see if they can, again, get him necked and see if they can get the ground game going a little more this get possession.
Yeah, here we go. It's going to be a pop-up kick, and Doherty just gets it barely in time. Thankfully for the Broncos, as the Royals were flying down the field, the Broncos didn't really know what happened there. A short kick, you still got to return it there, Dylan.
Yeah.
As Doherty's able to grab it, it is going to be 1st and 10 after that scare for the Broncos.
Yeah, Doherty fortunately able to kind of jump up and grab that thing in the air. That took a really high bounce, and there was multiple MMCRU Royals flying to that ball.
Another senior we haven't talked about too much is Christian Berry, starting at our right guard spot, a 2-year starter for the Broncos. And just a hard worker, really went after the weight room in the offseason this year, as it's going to be a pitch out to Stephenson, the sophomore, for the carry-on. 1st and 10 for the Broncos, brought down by a host of Royals. And he's going to gain about a yard, it looks like, so 2nd and 9.
Yeah, again, good to see. Again, Jaime getting a touch there. Unfortunately, now we get a lot of space. We have a ref timeout.
And it looks like they're going to send Mulder for the Royals off to the sideline. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Kind of holding his hand as he runs off. That could be huge depending on what happened to him, and as far as the Royals offense as well.
Yeah, chilly game like tonight, again, hitting that helmet. We saw it last night against the Vikings game. Carson Wentz having that same type of thing happen. Fall through its top of the helmet, and that is not a fun feeling.
1st and 10 here for the Broncos. It's going to be slot receiver formation. And Hefner's looking to pass. He drops back. He's got to scramble, though. Got to find an opening. They were really good with Kyson Lamb in the scramble drill last week, but unfortunately he throws it over the receiver's head out of reach. It will fall incomplete and be 3rd and 9 now for the Broncos.
for the Broncos.
Lamb last week came up with a few big plays for the Broncos in those scramble drills. Hefner able to find him, what was it, Dylan, 2 or 3 times out of nowhere, and then also found Griffin Paulson in the middle of the field out of nowhere on a scramble drill as well. So,
yeah, luxury of having a quarterback like Brody, can keep a lot of plays alive, and on that one, thrown across the body, unfortunately put a little too much on it.
Here we go, Broncos.
Third and long.
Yep, 3rd and long here, 3rd and 9. And he's going to dump it off to Stephenson, and again falls incomplete as the Royals weren't fooled on that one. And so we're going to see 4th and 9 now for the Broncos. I'd assume another punt, Dylan.
Yeah, unfortunately, a couple plays that had some things open. Unfortunately, again, couldn't hold up on that pass rush, and again, that one just floated a little bit too far on Brody as Jaime was kind of a design leak play there.
Broncos so far, I believe, 1 first down, Dylan, so far.
Yeah, so far our only positive play has been, again, a 1-yard rush from Jaime and then that curl route for 10 to Griffin.
Braden Doherty lines up to punt it. Barely got it off last time. Another shaky. He does get it off this time, though, and it is returned by the Royals. And shakes one tackle, but, yeah, is brought down by Joe Hans and Swisher for the Broncos. That's going to be Wyatt Olish for the Royals on the return. Nice coverage by the Broncos, as Doherty had plenty of time to get that one off, so good job by the Bronco punt team. And it'll be 1st and 10 Royals here as the Bronco defense heads out.
Again, Broncos struggling to stop the run these last few. We'll see if they have some answers here. Looks to be Ruben still in the game, so again, Liam must not be able to go. Again, credit to the kid trying to tough it out, but knee injury is always scary. You never know what to expect out of him.
Yeah, and they're going to do that bunch formation there, and it's going to be a handoff to Schmillen this time as Mulder's unable to come into the game. And Schmillen's off to the races as he breaks through the Bronco defense. Swisher, the only guy able to catch up, and he is able to bring him down finally, but not before Schmillen races all the way down to the 10-yard line, as there was quite a big hole, and Schmillen broke a couple tackles on the way from the Broncos. But a credit to Max Swisher there, as he's able to chase down a running back.
After a 55-yard run, again, Max kicking on play, defensive tackle 2 weeks ago, moved to linebacker last week against West Hancock. And
yeah, you don't see that every day. Hats off to Swisher there on the hustle play for the Broncos, saving the touchdown, and hopefully the defense can hold up here. It is 1st and goal now for the Royals.
Yeah, 2.5 minutes here to play in the first quarter. 14-0 Royals. We'll see if the Broncos get a stop here in the red zone.
And it's going to be a handoff to Schmillen again for them, and Swisher in on the tackle as they break across the 5-yard line. It's going to be Guido in there as well for the Broncos. Looks like Blaze Paulson's also getting up from the bottom of the pile.
Yeah, looks like
it will be 2nd and goal now on the 5.
Stop number 52, Maxwell Swisher.
Again, Broncos need to find some answer right now for this ground game. Right now, MMCRU is kind of controlling the line of scrimmage. The offensive line's doing a great job blocking, and again, need to find some answers here quickly. Otherwise, going down 3 scores in the first quarter is never going to be an easy comeback for the Broncos.
Yeah, 1:39 to go here in the first quarter. True I formation here, and it's going to be a handoff to the power back, and the Broncos are able to stop him. That's going to be Guido and Blaze Paulson in on the tackle. Looks like
Griffin's
a gain
on there as well.
Yeah, it looks like a gain of about 1, so they'll have it 3rd and goal on the 4.
On the stop number 11, Blaze Paulson.
Yeah, again, Bronco defense gets that stop there. Now looking at a 3rd and goal to go from about the 4. So
about 1:25 to go here in the first quarter. 14-0 lead by the Royals so far. They're in that power I formation here, and it's a handoff to Mulder back in the game, and he's going to get down into the end zone for the Royals' 3rd touchdown of the first quarter. And that's going to bring the score 20-0 Royals over the Broncos after that 4-yard run by Mulder back in the ball game for the Royals.
Into attempt the PAT number 2.
Again, Mulder's having a great game so far. Again, Broncos, again, starting to find a little more answers, limited to some shorter runs after that long 55-yard gain. But, again, definitely some discussion to have at the quarter here. Again, minute 21 left. We'll see what Coach Fauberg has in store offensively now.
Johnson's going to line up for his third extra point here. Given some time and given the snap is good, he is a pretty good field goal kicker. His snap was high again, but he's able to get it down and up. It's going to be good, and that's going to bring the score. Royals 21, Belmond-Klemme Broncos 0. And we'll hear a word from Clayton County Recycling.
Turn cleanup into hard cash with Clayton County Recycling of Belmont and Kensett. Clayton County Recycling collects, processes, recycles, trades, and brokers ferrous and non-ferrous metals, even household appliances. Off-site pickup and roll-off containers too. Online at ccrrecycling.com.
All right, we're back, Bronco fans, here after that message from Clayton County Recycling. Again, thank you to our sponsors. This wouldn't be able to happen without you. And when the football season does end for the Broncos, we will continue on in the basketball season. You will hear myself and my partner Dylan Block as much as he can for the girls' games, as he is the assistant boys basketball coach, so he'll have to disappear for that. But you'll hear myself on the radio. Maybe we'll bring in a few star people to be on the radio beside me, and we'll wait and see for the basketball season as we go ahead here with football.
Yeah,
it's going to be the kick return team.
Yeah, looks to be the same group of 4.
And it is going to be returned by Braden Doherty. And he's going to have a nice return, find a little bit of a hole, but be dragged down by the Royals. And it's going to be to about the 34-yard line for the Broncos. Yeah, the timer is not working. Unfortunately, we will call out the time as much as we can. Just one of the 17 things my partner's trying to do here, and unfortunately that is not working correctly. So I will try and call out the time of how much we got left and when, as much as possible. Right now we got 1:15 to go in the first quarter. 1st and 10 Broncos here. Hefner lines up as Boozman, the H-back. It's a quick pass out to Lamb, and it's too high for Lamb. He has to dive back for it. Falls incomplete. Going to be 2nd and 10 for the Broncos.
Yeah, just a little disjointed right now on offense. Couple passes now have sailed on Brody, and again, like to see maybe a run on Brody here. Somebody get his confidence back up and see if they move those chains forward. Again, a little different look here for the MCRU defense we haven't seen. Again, defensive tackle very similar to, again, a build of those that remember Hayden Fox in the past. Bit short, stocky, and strong kid.
And here we go. Hefner drops back for the pass, goes out to Griffin Paulson. It is going to be complete for 3 or 4 yards here for the Broncos. Let's see where they mark it. It's going to be good for 4 yards, so 3rd and 6 now. As Hefner really having to sling it sideline to sideline so far for the Broncos, Dylan.
Yeah, this MMCRU defensive line doing a good job getting upfield and, again, making these passing lanes kind of disappear for Brody, who has kind of had to throw off platform and, again, on awkward releases just to get the ball out in time. Again, looking to see probably a blitz out of MMCRU here. I put a little pressure on. They're showing a cover 0 engage all. We'll see what happens.
Here we go. Broncos in the slot receiver formation. Hefner drops back again. He has to throw off his back foot again. It's going to be intercepted as Griff Paulson stopped running the route. Thought it was going to be a hitch route, and Hefner threw it long. It's going to be intercepted by Michael Schmillen of the Royals, and it's going to be 1st and 10. Just under a minute to go here, folks, in the first quarter. And Broncos, unfortunately, not having a good night so far.
Yeah, again, Brody, taking the shot downfield. Unfortunately, it's miscommunication with Griffin as he broke that route off. Trying to help his quarterback find underneath, and, again, Brody put everything out underneath that throw.
Yeah, Hefner not having too much time to throw back there. That one was off his back foot, falling backwards. So 1st and 10 here, Royals, as the Broncos line up in that 3-4 defense. And we do have Guido still out there at linebacker for Fournier. Hefner out at outside linebacker as well. And it's going to be a pass by Harpanaugh. It's going to be an inside route completed, and he's going to dodge a Bronco or two, and he's off to the races as well, and he's going to be in for a score. A nice block by Gage Johnson of the Royals on Braden Doherty secures that touchdown. That pass was caught by Camden Bork of the Royals. And, folks, that's 4 scores in the first quarter for the number 1 Royals here.
And unfortunately, it's not 7 years ago. It's a different type of 4 scores.
Yeah, the score is now 27-0 in favor of the Royals here. I would guess we'll see a Johnson extra point. So far, he's 3 for 3 on the night.
Again, a great catch and run because, again, Ruben was on that play, again, caught the inside slant or inside sticker out, and, again, just outran probably about 9 Broncos to that corner.
The hold is down, the kick is up, and that's going to be good for Johnson and the Royals. 28-0 right now over the Broncos, and we'll stop for a word from Channel Seeds.
The new and enhanced Channel Seed are the relationships we build with our farmers. In Goodell and Kanawha and surrounding areas, talk with Tom Burke of Crop Builder LLC. He has over 5 decades of experience and is now offering Channel Seeds and Bear Chemistry. Call 641-512-8131.
All right, we're back, Bronco fans, here, as unfortunately that's the 4th score for the Royals. They lead 28-0, 42 seconds to go here in the first quarter, as we'll see the Bronco kick return come out to the field. Hopefully the Broncos still got their heads held high, as they were there for a strong outing last week against West Hancock, and let's hope we can get some of this momentum back here before we head into the second quarter here tonight.
Yeah, we've seen
Marcus, Iowa.
We've seen how fast this Bronco offense can score. Again, one of those almost you want to go into the quarter here, regroup, and again re-game plan, see how you can now play from behind and again chip away at this lead.
And Johnson will be kicking off, or actually it'll be a new person. It'll be Eli Harpanaugh for the Royals, and back deep is the same 3, Stephenson, Doherty, and Paulson for the Broncos. And Harpanaugh's kick is a squib kick up the middle, returned by Blaze Paulson. And he's going to try and find a hole and gets to the sideline, but is tackled and brought down. That's going to be right at about the 35-yard line for the Broncos, an average start for them, and hopefully we can get this offensive train moving.
Again, best start to the game for the Broncos, and again, something we've seen in the past. A little slow starting, but again, very similar to this Clarion game. We started slow, and again, unfortunately, defense weren't able to get stopped, but the offense exploded early in the second quarter through the second half, and we had a couple of records set that game as well.
Here we go, Broncos coming out in the trips formation near side.
Going to run empty right now by Brody.
Yep, we do got a motion over to a quad, and they're going to run that screen to Doherty, and the Royals come up and meet him. That's going to be a tackle by Michael Schmillen for the Royals. That's going to be for a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12 Broncos, as Royals defense right now is too much for the Bronco offense, as the Broncos just got to try and get something going.
Yeah, this Royal defense just flying to the ball right now, playing, and it looks like 10 seconds we're going to see him go into the quarter here.
Yeah, we're going to see the Broncos take it into the second quarter, flip the sides of the field. And we'll be right back here from a word from one of our sponsors.
And that'll bring the first period to it.
How do you make everyone's favorite buffet even better? How do you make the country's best chicken even more exciting? How do you make Thursday the best night ever? Wing night at Pizza Ranch. All the wings you want, plus all your other buffet favorites. And for a limited time, try the sweet heat of our new honey hot sauce. The country's best wing night is here. Taking flight Thursday nights, only at Pizza Ranch.
All right, we're back, Bronco fans, here as we head into the second quarter. Unfortunately, things not necessarily going the Bronco way, as the Royals lead 28-0 over the Broncos right now. But Broncos on offense, 2nd and 12. Let's see if we can't get something going here, as the junior quarterback, Brody Hefner, has been outstanding this year so far, amassing over 1,700 passing yards. That's, I believe, is that second in Class A, Dylan, or second or third, I believe
he's kind of
for Class A football, breaking all kinds of records, records that were held back by Neil Waddington in the 60s. The quote-unquote greatest quarterback in Bronco history, Neil Waddington. So hopefully Hefner, he has another year to cement his name in talks with Waddington as well. So here we go. Hopefully you can get something going along with Braden Doherty and Kyson Lamb and Griffin Paulson. As Paulson goes in motion, it's going to be a fake jet sweep, and Hefner's got a lot of room up the middle as he's going to get to the sticks. And we'll see here. Oh, they're going to mark him just short, I believe. Oh, right.
Top guy's got him.
Right on. They are going to mark it. 1st and 10 for the Broncos. Nice little play call by Coach Faubourg and the Broncos as Hefner fakes the jet sweep and is able to run for a first down. That'd be a 12-yard gain there for Brody.
Again, exactly what you asked for. Again, Brody being such a dynamic runner this year, and again was able to shift the defense with the motion and blast through the hole that I believe was opened by Carver and Parker.
Yeah, and here we go. Stephenson with a handoff there now as he normally is able to find a cutback lane. Nothing there, though, allowed by the Royal defense. It is going to be a gain of 1, though, so it will be 2nd and 9 for the Broncos. Sophomores had a nice second half of the season here at running back, being allowed to start the last 3 games, I believe, Dylan, and has found a lot of green grass, over 280 yards rushing in the last 3 games for him.
Yeah, again, Jaime being such a weapon, very explosive, and again, plays so low the ground, has that wrestling background, so he's able to drop his hips and able to find those cutback lanes.
And it's going to be a swing pass out to Stephenson, I'm sorry. It's going to go in between his hands and fall incomplete. 3rd and 9 now for the Broncos.
Yeah, probably a good drop by Hyman there as they had 2 Royals right in his face on the contact, and that probably would have lost about 3 or 4 yards on that. So
yeah, Royals defense flowing hard to the ball tonight.
Again, full of speed right now in this defense, and we've seen the offense that full of speed. So
as you'd expect to see from a number 1 team in Class A football.
And just noise from that MMCRU bench as well as we'd see that fake
as
screen.
Hefner's going to get hit from the blind side, and he's going to be sacked for quite a loss there for the Broncos. And let's see where they officially mark him. That's going to be.
Oh, looks like we have a flag on that far side by the first down marker. Again, on that fake screen wheel, you might have seen a guy get a pass interference, draw one again to avoid that long touchdown. We'll see what the refs call.
Right now they're sitting on the 42, but they're going to take the ball up. So it's gonna
defensive holding.
Defensive holding. That should be an automatic first down, I believe.
Again, Broncos, and they're going to
gain of 10 yards there for the Broncos. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Broncos on the 43-yard line.
Yeah, again, on that fake screen wheel, just had to hold on as I believe that was Griffin running down that far sideline.
And here we go, Broncos 1st and 10 now. Fake handoff to Stephenson. It's going to be a quarterback keeper, but he's got nowhere to go. As the Royals defense able to outmatch the Bronco offensive line there, it's going to be a loss of 1. 2nd and 11 now for the Broncos.
Again, Brody tried to turn the corner there, just not a lot of space opened up.
Along with some of his teammates.
Again, got a whistle, timeout.
Yeah, we got, I think, Mulder having to come off again. He's actually being helped by some other players.
Okay, something you never want to see. Again, Mulder having a great game for himself tonight, I believe, up to.
Royals are battling some injuries, as we were talking to the announcer a little earlier, already down their best running back and I believe one of their best linemen as well. So as a Royals fan, you hate to see Mulder being helped off the field. Hopefully he gets well soon. And the Broncos here will start 2nd and 11 as Hefner looks for the call from the sideline.
Yeah, looks kind of just be a little shaken up. Hopefully able to just got the wind knocked out of him maybe. His trainer's going to take a quick look at him. And again, Broncos now looking at 2nd and long. Again, see if they can cut this in half. So we know Coach Faubourg and this coaching staff's done a great job at those, again, 2nd and 3rd and long plays to get those 10 to 15 yards that needed.
And 9:45 to go here in the half. 2nd and 11 as we'll see the slot receiver formation from Griffin Paulson. Hefner fakes the handoff, and he goes up for that tight end seam, caught by Johans, and that's going to be good for a Bronco first down.
Johans hanging on through major contact. Yeah, that's going to be that first down.
Got hit right as he turned his head, so nice job holding on to the ball by the senior. Doesn't get the ball often, but makes the most of it when he does on that tight end seam. 1st and 10 Broncos.
I believe, again, that's been one of our more successful plays all season. Again, Johans got a couple touchdowns off that play, and again, probably making his toughest catch of his career as he gets blown up by that weak side safety.
And here we go. Broncos now in the H-back formation with Boozman. He goes in motion.
Okay, 9:50 here to go, 9:10 to go.
We're going to have a timeout, I believe, by the Broncos. Coach Fauborg didn't like what he saw, so they're going to talk about it. We'll be right back as well from word from Hancock County Co-op.
Hancock County Co-op Oil Association in Garner since 1930. Whether it's tires or service for your vehicles and big farm equipment, or your diesel barrel filled with Cenex Premium Fieldmaster fuel, see Hancock County Co-op Oil, Highway 18 West in Garner. Call 800-924-COOP.
All right, we're back, Bronco fans here. Both teams just finishing up, and we'll wait and see here what the Bronco offense comes out. Going to be 1st and 10 on the 30. 9:09 to go in the half. Royals lead 28-0.
Yeah, again, appreciate everyone listening. Again, it's you guys that make this possible. And as we were kind of talking earlier, it's coming into basketball season here. If you're a business watching or you own a business watching and would like to hear your ads during the basketball season, feel free to reach out to myself, Dylan Block at the high school, or to Carl Wooldridge at KIOW, and we will find ways to get you set up so we can hear your ads on the radio and continue to make this BK live stream possible.
And here we go. Bronco offense comes out. Boozman's out there, so we'll see that H-back formation. Parker Doherty, the center there, standing over the ball, getting ready to snap it to Hefner. Jaime Stephenson in at running back. And it's going to be a fake handoff. Hefner drops back, goes deep to Doherty, and almost caught it through double coverage. There was Doherty. It is going to fall incomplete and be 2nd and 10 now for the Broncos, as that was a nice pass thrown to Doherty from Hefner. Just unfortunately double covered and almost still caught it through the traffic.
Yeah, again, great ball put right where only Braden can catch it, and unfortunately just through all the hands lost it, and again, sets up Broncos now with a little momentum, driving down into plus territory in the 30-yard line.
Griffin Paulson re-enters the ball game here, so we'll see that slot receiver roll.
We got a long play clock here. Is the 9:02 on the game clock here, right before half.
Motion by Paulson. It's going to be a fake jet sweep. Quarterback keeper up the middle again. Hefner finds a little bit of running room here before being stopped by forward progress, and it's going to be a gain of 3. It's going to be 3rd and 7 now for the Broncos.
Yeah, again, puts the Broncos in front of the change here. A lot of plays in their playbook can get these 8 yards. They've got Griffin, who's always been reliable at this point, doing curls. Kyson, who's been one of the best slant receivers in the league, or in the district by mistake.
Younger Paulson brother now stepping in, as we're going to see that spread formation for the
going to that heavy tight end now. Jackson comes back in.
Jackson must have just needed a breather, as Coach Fauborg probably changed his mind, sent the guys back in that were previously in, so we'll see the slot receiver formation.
Yeah, 4-down territory, so.
Motion by Doherty this time as Hefner rolls out, and he's met by a Royal. Again, sacked by the blind side of the Royals defense. That's brought down by Caden Steffen.
That's all the way back to the
Royals.
39-yard line.
That's going to bring up 4th and very long now for the Broncos. We are in 4-down territory according to the field and scoreboard, so we will see the Broncos offense stay out on there.
Yeah, unfortunately, not a lot of plays in the play. It's going to get you 19 yards, but again, we got a great jump ball receiver in Kyson. Doherty's been such a great separator on the outside.
We've seen it before once this season. Hopefully we can see it again here as Hefner going 4th and 19. They're going to actually do the pooch punt as Hefner backs up real quick and going to try to pin the Royals deep as he gets a nice bounce. And Lamb's going to down it inside the 10. It'll be on the 9-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Royals. 7:22 to go in the half here. Royals lead 28-0. We'll more than likely see a different running back. Schmillen was in there covering for Mulder last time. Let's see what happens, what the Royals pick out to do here as they are on the 9-yard line to start their offensive set. And it looks like we'll see what the Broncos do. As of now, they're lined up in a 4 front, but that could change. Oh, nope, they are going to go back to their 4-3 defense. And it's going to be a handoff to the Schmillen, and he's going to find a lot of running room as he's almost to midfield before Braden Doherty brings him down, as the Royals making some nice holes in the Bronco defense, making some running room for him, as Schmillen takes it all the way out to the 40. That's a 40-yard, I'm sorry, the 39, so a 30-yard run by Schmillen on that play. That'll bring up a 1st and 10 Royals.
Yeah, again, Broncos still having trouble stopping that run up the middle. We saw a couple weeks ago, again, against Sioux Central and West Fork, is really was the Bronco kryptonite. Last week, kind of had some answers against West Hancock to stop it. Again, this week, this number 1 ranked MMCRU team is finding those holes again.
Royals come out in the I formation here, twin set. And it's going to be a handoff to the fullback. And brought down immediately by Hardema, Medina, and Stephenson. And that's going to be Eli. Let's see who got up there. That's going to be case number 13, sorry, not number 12. Caden Steffen on the carry for the Royals.
Yeah, I got about 4 on it, even still with a great job by the Bronco defensive line making contact. Unfortunately, it's getting pushed back right now.
Yeah, so 2nd and 6 now for the Royals.
Again, looks like Broncos going back to that 4 front as Swisher moves down to the D end with Johans.
Yep, you got Medina and Hardema in the middle there. Guido, Stephenson, and Hefner at linebackers. It's going to be a pass by Harpenaugh as he rolls out. Almost tackled by Swisher. He's got to scramble and run for it. He slides down before the marker, though. It'll be 3rd and 1 for the Royals. Not very often in high school do you see a quarterback slide, Dylan.
Yeah, Harpenaugh's not really your kind of typical quarterback. Really plays more again professional game than he does high school type of quarterback, where he's much more composed. You see a lot more of that professional rollout at college. Again, rush looking to get yards and get down, not taking any unnecessary hits.
And here you go, 3rd and 1 by the Royals. Going to be I formation, twin set here. Going to be a blitz put on by the Broncos, and it's going to be a handoff to Schmillen, and he's going to break a few tackles before being brought down by Guido of the Broncos, but not before another 1st down for the Royals, taking it all the way down to what looks like the 31-yard line,
yeah.
32-yard line for the Royals. Approaching 5 minutes to go here in the half. Royals lead 28-0 now, have a 1st down, as Schmillen's having a heck of a night running for the Royals.
Yeah, this Royal offensive line can't be, again, understated how well they've done. It really allowed any running back to get some big yards, and again, just credit to them right now.
And it's going to be a snap over Harpenaugh's head, as maybe the Broncos can take advantage. He does get the pass off. It is going to fall incomplete.
Had a couple Royals in the area. There's 4 and 2 were there, so avoids the grounding.
And again, we were talking to the announcer earlier that Schmillen, the running back, is also the backup offensive lineman right now for the Royals, and switches jerseys possibly, as they've had a few injuries on the offensive line as well. So kind of a utility player for the Royals, filling in. It was the starting fullback, now the starting running back. So they've had some injuries to deal with as well and overcome, as Harpenaugh lines up in a shotgun formation. They're lined up in an H-back twin set. Takes the snap. It is going to be a handoff. That's going to be a handoff to number 15. That's going to be Luke Kintai.
Yeah, and Guido with the tackle in the backfield.
Yeah, that's going to be a tackle for loss by Guido, so it'll be 3rd and 12 now for the Royals.
Again, Broncos finally able to get MMCRU behind the sticks. Now all it comes down to is get one more stop here and put them in a tough decision where they They're going to go for a long fourth down, or they kind of forced a punt in no man's land here.
That's the fifth different Royal that's had a carry tonight now for the Royals here as they line up in that same formation. Harpinall looking to pass, goes up the middle, finds Johnson, and he breaks one tackle and is off to the races again to the end zone for the Royals as Wyatt Boozman tried bringing him down unsuccessfully. And that's going to be the Royals are up 34-0 now over the Broncos, as I'm assuming we'll see an extra point. He's 4 for 4 so far. And again, the Royals just finding holes and breaking tackles on the Broncos defense right now. Hopefully we can get something going on the offensive side of the ball here in a minute.
And to attempt the PAT, number 2, Gage Johnson.
And it is going to be Johnson heading in there for the extra point. And the hold is down, kick is up, it looks good, and it is. So that'll bring the score, MMCRU Royals 35, Belmond-Klemme Broncos 0. We'll hear a word from one of our sponsors, Waldorf University.
Discover Waldorf University in Forest City, where your passion meets opportunity. With a wide range of athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, whether you're on campus or online, experience the support of a community that feels like home. Learn more at waldorf.edu today.
We're back, Bronco fans, as unfortunately the Royals put up another touchdown. That was a pass and catch from Harpinall to Johnson on that play. And that'll bring the score 35-0 Royals over the Broncos as the Broncos get ready for a kick return. And it's going to be Stephenson, Doherty, and Paulson back deep. And let's see here. We've had a couple different kickers as it looks like Johnson is back in to kick for the Royals.
For MMCRU, number 2, Gage
looking like on the sideline there, I believe, again, number 1, Mulder does have his helmet off on the sideline, so again, not sure if they're going to kind of shut him down for tonight or
and
the onside.
An onside, but it is grabbed by Guido. I don't know about that, Dylan. Up 35-0, and you try an onside, huh? As Guido luckily able to recover it and get good field position for the Broncos, as it's going to be on the 45-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Broncos here.
Yeah, really weird decision. Not entirely sure what went into that, but again, sets the Broncos up with great field position, and again, see if Hefner can maybe take the top off this defense and make them pay for getting a little bit.
Yeah, hopefully the Broncos here can take advantage. As we're going to be in that trips formation, far side for the Broncos. Hefner looking to pass, drops back, has some time in the pocket, goes over the middle to Blaze Paulson, and that's complete for a Bronco first down. Nice catch by the sophomore, Blaze Paulson, over the middle. And that's going to be on the 36-yard line now, 1st and 10. 2:47 to go here in the half. Broncos have all of their, they have 2 timeouts left.
And MCRU has all 3 of theirs.
And Broncos going into kind of a bunch formation, a new formation we haven't seen. Hefner on the carry, and he's going to gain some positive yardage, but we do have a flag, folks. Let's wait and see what happens. It is in the spot where you would call a holding call, but let's wait for the official call, and we'll go from there.
It's going to be a holding on the Broncos.
It is going to be a hold on the Broncos, so that'll be 10 yards back from the spot of the foul. And unfortunately, that's, again, 2 steps forward, 1 step back for us, Dylan, as we've seen that all too much so far this season. It is going to be 1st and 20 now, 2:28 to go in the half. And here we go. Hefner gets the call. It's going to be slot receiver formation, and Hefner looks that way towards Paulson and Lamb. He's going to throw it out to Lamb, and it's going to be intercepted by Johnson of the Royals. And he's got a clear path to the end zone, as it will be a pick 6 for the Royals and Johnson. And they're going to add to their first half score. And that's the second pick thrown tonight by Hefner, looking towards Lamb as the Royals go up 41-0 now, just under 2 minutes to go in the half. And we'll see Johnson more than likely line up for the extra point here.
Into attempt the PAT for the Royals, number 2, Gage Johnson.
And he is going to line it up for the extra point. So far, he's 4 for 4. And, kick was barely down. He did get it up, though, and it is good on the kick. Heck of a kick by Johnson. Heck of a hold by the holder down there, as the Royals are going to go up 42-0 over the Broncos. And we'll hear another sponsor break from Thrivent Financial.
Thrivent is proud to support the Belmond-Klemme Broncos goals, and Thrivent loves to help people achieve their financial goals. Thrivent helps clients create a financial approach that reflects their priorities and protects what matters most to them. Josh, Brian, or Michael can be reached at 641-444-3214.
All right, we're back, folks, and thanks for joining us here at KIOW.com. And I believe we're on the live stream and on the radio as well tonight, as the only other game in the area is being played by West Hancock, who I heard was down at halftime. Or I'm not sure it was halftime or not, but they were down 12-14 to Galen Catholic. So we'll have an update on that score as well. As back deep for the Broncos is going to be Stephenson and Doherty, with Paulson and Johans now as the upbacks. And kicking for the Royals is the quarterback Eli Harpenoff.
Yeah, I expect to see this one go deep. Harpenoff kicked it deep earlier.
And he does kick it deep, returned by Doherty on about the 15. And Doherty finds a little bit of running room before being brought down, as he's going to be brought down right at about the 37-yard line for the Broncos. Decent field position to start our 1st and 10 here.
Again, Broncos just kind of been disjointed on offense.
Yeah, with the score being 42-0, having them up by 35, we will see a continuous clock here. We're sitting at just under 1:30 in the half, as the Broncos are going to have to move fast if they want to do something before halftime. It is trips formation for the Broncos. Hefner takes the snap. He's going to look for a pass, has no room, and he is sacked, unfortunately, by several Royals, including, let's see here who gets up off the pile. That's going to be number 72. That's going to be Benjamin Tenniger. Sorry for that mispronunciation there. And that's going to be second and very long for the Broncos. 2nd and 20 to be exact. Just under a minute to go now.
And again, Broncos trying to get some momentum here going into the half, see if they can get one more chunk play and get some catch and run opportunities for these receivers.
And here we go. Trips formation as they're going to set up the screen to Stephenson. Catches it, but is hit immediately by the Royals defenders, and that's going to back them up even farther, as that's a loss on the play, and that'll be a loss of 1. So 3rd and 21 to go, under 30 seconds to go now in the half for the Broncos. They don't have to snap it if they don't want to. And it looks like they're going to stay in the huddle and take this ball game to halftime, down 42-0 so far. So hopefully Coach Fauborg and the Bronco coaching staff can come up with some great inspirational stuff at halftime, get the Broncos to keep their heads up here, as hopes are dwindling for the Broncos season right now against the number 1 Royals. And that is going to take us to halftime, as they will lead 42-0. Myself, Kyle Wilkinson, and my partner Dylan Black will be back for the second half after this.
There's a kind of magic to making memories, to finding time for the little things and the big things, the new things, and the things you'll do over and over again. It's the magic of a job well done and a well-deserved day of rest, of living life to the fullest with the people you'd never want to live without. Fairway, closed on Sunday, open for life.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision, to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Health powers life, from the delightfully routine to the truly uncharted. Building a relationship with a primary care doctor is one of the easiest ways to stay healthy. So if you don't have one, get started with Mercy One. From annual wellness visits to screenings and immunizations, our primary care doctors can help you be proactive with your health, ensuring you're ready no matter what life brings next. Find care at mercyone.org/healthpowerslife.
How do you make everyone's favorite buffet even better? How do you make the country's best chicken even more exciting? How do you make Thursday the best night ever? Wing night at Pizza Ranch. All the wings you want, plus all your other buffet favorites. And for a limited time, try the sweet heat of our new honey hot sauce. The country's best wing night is here. Taking flight Thursday nights, only at Pizza Ranch.
If you left your house holding shoulder pads on Friday morning before class and you felt like you just been reborn. If you rode with your buddies to school that day in one big old truck going down the highway, got to school climbed out wearing uniforms, and that pep rally cranking up the drum line, the cheerleaders ain't never looked so fine, and you think, hell, 10 games ain't enough. Volunteers made food before the big game, but we were too nervous and nobody ate. Is it all coming back? Have you felt this way? Then you probably played football. You know how good it feels to see the corn toss on the 50-yard line and the home team take the field. You probably played football. No, you just can't let it go. If they called your number right now, you'd be ready to throw your helmet on. Almost game time, you can't wait to tear them up. It feels like thunder in the stadium. Yeah, man, we played football. If with every year that goes by you ran a faster 40 time than what you said you ran last year, if you give anything to go out for one pass, the head coach telling you to hit that grass, he's been retired 10 years and still hates my...
Thrivent is proud to support the Belmond-Klemme Broncos goals, and Thrivent loves to help people achieve their financial goals. Thrivent helps clients create a financial approach that reflects their priorities and protects what matters most to them. Josh, Brian, or Michael can be reached at 641-444-3214.
Discover Waldorf University in Forest City, where your passion meets opportunity. With a wide range of athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, whether you're on campus or online, experience the support of a community that feels like home. Learn more at waldorf.edu today.
Bronco fans, score big with fast fiber from Com1, the local one. Our fast fiber internet will let you stream your Broncos when you can't make it to the game. Find out more online at com1net.net today. Good luck to our Belmond-Klemme Broncos from Com1, the local one, serving Hancock, Wright, and Humboldt County neighborhoods with friendly, fast fiber you can count on. See us at com1net.net today.
Turn cleanup into hard cash with Clayton County Recycling of Belmond and Kensett. Clayton County Recycling collects, processes, recycles, trades, and brokers ferrous and non-ferrous metals, even household appliances. Off-site pickup and roll-off containers too. Online at ccrrecycling.com. Turn cleanup into hard cash with Clayton County Recycling of Belmond and Kensett. Clayton County Recycling collects, processes, recycles, trades, and brokers ferrous and non-ferrous metals, even household appliances. Off-site pickup and roll-off containers too. Online at ccrrecycling.com.
All right, welcome back, Bronco fans, here for the halftime report as the Royals currently lead 42-0 over the Broncos. Dylan, let's go over some stats from the first half. Unfortunately for the Broncos, not going to be as pretty as the Royals here, as Stephenson, he has a few carries. Unfortunately, they equal to 0 yards. Hefner has quite a few positive yardage. on his carries, but unfortunately sacks do matter as far as rushing yards. So in total, he has -6 yards rushing for the Broncos. He has completed he's completed 8 of 16 for 47 yards and 2 interceptions for the Broncos tonight, as well as they struggle to get their offense moving. Blaze Paulson has 1 catch for 19 yards. Jackson Johans has that nice tight end seam catch for 15. Griffin Paulson has 2 for 14. Jaime Stephenson has 3 receptions for 1 yard, and Braden Doherty has 1 reception for a loss of 2 yards on there. And for the Royals, John Schmillen has 5 carries for 91 yards. Mulder has 9 for 81. The other Schmillen has 1 for 30. Gage Johnson has 1 for 11. Stefan has 2 for 5. Harpanaugh has 1 for 5. And Kintai has 1 for a -2 yards. For passing, the number 12 Eli Harpanaugh is 5 for 7 for 114 yards and 3 touchdowns for the Royals. So again here, as the clock hits 0, we are going to have the Bronco kick return out there to start the second half for the Broncos. And hopefully through all the coaches' talks at halftime, they can hold their heads held high, play for each other in this second half, and play for the name that's on the front of their jersey, the Belmond-Klemme Broncos here. Returning for the Broncos is going to be Stephenson, Doherty, and Paulson per usual here, and we'll see. It looks like Johnson's going to be the kicker for the Royals to start this second half. We will have a continuous clock. Again, unfortunately, it is not working on our video stream, but I will update you as much as possible. And as I spoke earlier, West Hancock being down, they did end up being up at halftime, 18-14 over Galen Catholic. In the area, West Fork is taking on Nashua Plainfield, and Newman was taking on Sibley Ochita. As here we go, here's the kickoff for Johnson. It's kind of a pooch kick returned by Lamb on the 28-yard line. He tries to get through a couple tackles, brought down at the 31-yard line, so just a 3-yard gain on the return for Kyson Lamb. But it is going to be decent field position for the Broncos to start 1st and 10. And hopefully the second half brings a brand new start for that Bronco offense and that powerful passing attack that we've seen so far, Dylan.
Yeah, we've seen a couple positive plays from Brody on some big runs, a couple big passes, 1 for 19 yards to Blaze to kind of cap off that first half. Again, like to see him get some momentum back going, get the down marker moving and give them a chance at some easy conversions.
It does look like Mulder is still on the sideline here for the Royals, so it is going to be that counter play by Boozman, and it goes nowhere, folks, as unfortunately that's going to be another loss in the rushing attack for the Broncos. It'll be we'll say a 2-yard loss, so 2nd and 12 now for the Broncos. That's the first carry of the night for Boozman. He's had some success so far on that counter play, but not tonight, unfortunately, by the number 1 Royal defense.
Yeah, again, questions right now. Again, trying to find something that works. Unfortunately, wide now, but getting much space there off the right side. And we'll see what the Broncos come to here in 2nd down.
And Hefner rolls out, looking for a pass. He goes deep to Doherty, and it's complete before he steps out of bounds. That is going to be close to a first down, as it's going to bring up 3rd and 1 for the Broncos. Nice 11-yard completion from Hefner to Doherty.
And kind of what you need to happen there, Doherty being kind of a reliable weapon this year and was held quiet that first half, only that 1 catch for 2 yards loss on that screen.
Yeah, Braden Doherty now owns the reception record from last year, as they almost got the Royals to jump. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper. And Hefner's unfortunately going to be met by the entire defensive line for the Royals, and then some. So it is going to bring up 4th and short, as Hefner's going to lose a yard. It'll be 4th and 2 now for the Broncos. Talking about Braden Doherty, the senior, leaving his mark on school history here, as he was able to break the reception record last year, breaking the receiving yardage record this year, as he knocks Michael Knapp in both of those categories down to number 2 back from 2016.
Yeah, and again, you'd love to see Again, Braden catch that touchdown, tie that record for that, so he can kind of be the single holder of all the receiving records for a season.
And here we go. It'll be 4th and 2. And it's going to be a fake handoff to Stephenson. Doherty steps back to pass, or I'm sorry, Hefner does. Has no room, so he has to throw it up, a jump ball to Doherty, and it falls incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs for the Broncos. As, again, unfortunately, Hefner being pressured, having to get rid of it off his back foot. That's never a good sign for a quarterback, and Doherty just unable to go up and get it, and it'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, right now, again, MMCRU's defensive line is, again, just on both sides of the ball, their line has kind of handled that line of scrimmage, have been pushing Broncos back all night, and again, unfortunately, Brody's not able to step into very many throws tonight.
And Broncos going with the 4 front defense to start the second half. Juan Medina, Braden Hardeman, Max Swisher, and Jackson Johans. Motion by Johnson. Harpenau's going to hand it off for the jet sweep. He's going to find the corner and then some. He's going to outrace the Broncos for an easy Royal touchdown. But yeah, they are going to say he stepped out of bounds. And that's another break for the Broncos, as he was going to walk in untouched, but he stepped out of bounds. It will be enough for a first down, however, for the Royals. And they will be on the 27-yard line. As the clock will continue to run, it is moving quickly. We're now at 7:45 to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, again, the Bronco defense, unfortunately, just kind of gets caught on the edge there, and again, fortunately steps out of bounds because he had the step on Brody on the sideline.
Harpenau takes the snap, almost a little high, does get the handoff to Schmillen, and he's brought down by a couple Broncos, first contacted by Guido, and then being brought down by Swisher for the Broncos. It's going to be, looks like 2nd and 7 now for the Royals.
Takes the ball to the 24-yard line. Stood up there by number 8 for Belmond-Klemme, Griffin Paulson.
And just a little bit of a small fact here. Every time the Broncos have been in district playoff play, they somehow end up against eventually the state champion. And that's just how it's worked out for the Broncos. As clear back in my time playing and coaching, every time we matched up in districts, we ended up losing to the eventual state champion. As there's going to be a flag on this play, it is going to be a handoff to the Royals, but there was flags right at the snap, so we'll see what they're going to call here before we say too much.
Usually a formation penalty if it comes out that quick, and
all right, it is going to back up the Royals here 5 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 12 for the Royals off that penalty. 6:41 to go here in the third quarter. And we'll see if the Broncos can get a stop here, as Zach Hansen has entered the ball game and in at defensive end for the senior. Back at linebacker is going to be Stephenson, Swisher, and Guido. Hefner returning to the safety spot for the Broncos. Harpenau takes another high snap, hands it off, and Johans loses the handle on it. Would have been a tackle for a loss, but unfortunately he gains a few yards here. That is going to be number 15, Luke Kintai of the Royals, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and 3 now for the Royals, and that's going to be a 9-yard gain for Kintai.
Again, big third down here for the Broncos. They didn't get a stop. It kind of puts it in a weird spot for MMCRU having to go for it.
Yeah, great play by Jackson Johans on there, not being fooled. Yeah. Just unfortunately wasn't able to hold on, Dylan, as Harpenau back in the shotgun formation. And it's going to be a fake handoff, roll out for Harpenau. And he's going to scramble and take it himself. He will have a first down and run himself out of bounds. So it will be 1st and 10 Royals.
At the 16-yard
and it's going to be bring them down to the 17-yard line here.
Royals.
So they will have another opportunity to get another first down for the Royals here, as it is not 1st and goal.
Clock continues to take now just north of 5 minutes. Again, this continuous clock makes these quarters go quick, and can even run out of bounds there. Again, as we talked about earlier, again, avoiding some contact, avoiding hits as a quarterback, protecting yourself, and again, a very different play style than we were used to on our quarterback, who loves the contact and loves making physical place.
And here we go. Harpenoff, 1st and 10 for the Royals. Bunch formation. Another high snap, but gets the handoff. And he's met in the backfield by the Broncos. Stephenson on the blitz along with Jackson Johans. So nice positive play for the Bronco defense there. And I believe it was Stephenson. I'm not sure who the running back was on that
Looks
play
like maybe
there.
25.
25, we'll go with it. That's Aiden Miller for the Royals. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 14 now on the 21. And here we go. Royals in that bunch formation again, along with a single receiver out wide. Harpenoff takes. It is a handoff. And again, the Bronco defenders are able to get to him. That's going to be Guido and Johans again. I know there's a couple more Broncos in there as well. That's going to be Miller on the carry again. Swisher's getting up off the bottom of the pile, so he must have been in on the tackle.
Again, good defensive stand here for the Broncos after that. Again, big play for the loss there, and now lead to a 3rd and very long, 3rd and 13. Again, we've seen MMCRU go to these crossing routes and can have their athletes be in the corner. We'll see if they go back to that or if they stick to that ground game.
Yeah, Royals coming out in a trips formation here. And they're going to throw the bubble pass over to number 4, and he's going to find some running room and is brought down by Hefner. But that's not before it Royal first down, I believe. That's going to be 1st and goal. And that pass was completed to Camden Bork of the Royals. So it'll be 1st and goal. Royals on the 6. Just approached the 3-minute mark in the 3rd quarter here. As the Broncos looking to make a stop.
As we continue to get guys subbed off and on here for MMCRU, trying to get some of their younger players some district action. As again, I believe the only skill position starter right now is the quarterback, Harpenoff.
Harpenoff's actually a junior, I saw. And they're going to come out in that Twins formation. It is going to be a handoff to Miller, and he's going to run right through the middle of the Bronco defense for another Royal score. And that's going to bring the score 48-0 in favor of the MMCRU Royals.
Yeah, an easy 6-yard gain, again, untouched. And again, the Bronco defense just kind of looks demoralized right now, not really playing with that same fire we saw at the start of the game. And
it's tough, when tonight is win or go home. And unfortunately, the Broncos are going to need a miracle at this point, Dylan. And it's hard. We got a lot of seniors out there contributing. And they're going to definitely be missed. But we'll go ahead and thank them here later. But we have Johnson lining up for the extra point right now for the Royals. So far, he's made every single one of them tonight. Hold is down, kick is up, and it should be good. Yes, it is. So Royals will move to 49 over the Belmond-Klemme Broncos 0. And we will be right back after a word from Com 1.
Bronco fans, score big with fast fiber from Com 1, the local one. Our fast fiber internet will let you stream your Broncos when you can't make it to the game. Find out more online at com1net.net today. Good luck to our Belmond-Klemme Broncos from Com 1, the local one, serving Hancock, Wright, and Humboldt County neighborhoods with friendly, fast fiber you can count on. See us at com1net.net today.
All right, we're back, Bronco fans, here as the Bronco kick return team coming out. Broncos moving a little slower, unfortunately, as again, just got to stick through it. They still got 15 minutes to go here left in this game, as it's going to be Stephenson and Doherty and Paulson back deep. It will be Johnson kicking again for the Royals.
Yeah, again, this MMCRU team super talented. Again, Broncos trying to get some momentum here on offense, just have not been able to get the ball moving consistently.
And we do have a flag. Looks like it's going to be offsides on the kickoff, so that'll back them up 5 yards. We'll see a re-kick by the Royals here.
Offsides indicated against the Royals. And with the penalty, the ball spotted back at the 35.
And again, unfortunately, Dylan, we talked about a few records that could be broken tonight. Broncos offense has been pretty much stopped. And hopefully they can get something going. But some of those records will have to wait till next year, as Brody Hefner, just a junior this year, 3-year starter for the Broncos. And hopefully we can see another successful season from him next year. As the kick is up, it's going to be returned by Braden Doherty. And he's going to find a little bit of a hole and then brought down on the 35-yard line for the Broncos. That's been about their average start for tonight, as hopefully we can get something going here. 1st and 10 Broncos on the 35.
Again, Bronco offense has shown some flashes. They've had some big plays. Unfortunately, not able to string enough of them together. And, again, had a couple backbreaking turnovers that kind of ruined some good drives.
And we'll see here. It does look like the Royals are making a few substitutions on defense. And hopefully that can spell some success here for the Broncos. And we will have Griffin Paulson in the slot. He goes in motion, fakes the jet sweep, and it's going to be a handoff to Stephenson. And he's able to gain some positive yardage before being brought down by the Royals. He was brought down by Mason Carver of the Royals. It's going to be a 4-yard gain, Dylan, so 2nd and 6 here.
Yeah, Jaime kind of hit actually behind the line of scrimmage there and just drug a defensive lineman with him all those about 4 or 5 yards.
Young sophomore keeping his legs moving in the backfield. Always good to see. He's going to be another bright light coming back next year for the Broncos, as he's had a lot of success so far in his last 3 games starting. Hefner takes the snap, looks for a pass. He's going to roll out, and it's going to be a clear hold on the Broncos back here in the backfield as Hefner takes the ball himself, gains about 4 yards, but that's going to end up being negated here by a Bronco hold. As I believe that's going to be on Guido stepping in at the halfback role. And unfortunately, he was just trying not to get his quarterback killed. And you can't blame him there, but it will be a 10-yard penalty for the Broncos here.
Again, came out again, make the refs throw the flag. Again, what that play allowed Brody to get around the corner. So, again, you don't hate it. You got to protect your quarterback. And
I'm not sure if the ref was going to throw the flag, but the reaction from the crowd might have made him. But again, unfortunately, the Broncos take another step back here, but I agree with the call on Guido. Hefner would have gotten hit again on this blind side if Guido hadn't held him up. So it is going to be 2nd and 17. Hefner takes the snap, rolls out, doesn't have far to go. It's going to be tipped and intercepted by the Royals once again as Hefner throws his 3rd interception of the night. Tipped by the defensive line and intercepted by number 32, Mason Carver, for the Royals, and that'll bring up a 1st and 10 for the Royal offense. Just under 20 seconds to go, so I'm guessing we'll see the end of the 3rd quarter here, and we will be back after a word from Clayton County Recycling.
Turn cleanup into hard cash with Clayton County Recycling of Belmond and Kensett. Clayton County Recycling collects, processes, recycles, trades, and brokers ferrous and non-ferrous metals, even household appliances. Off-site pickup and roll-off containers too. Online at ccrrecycling.com. The new and enhanced channel seed are the relationships we build with our farmers. In Goodell and Kanawha and surrounding areas, talk with Tom Burke of Crop Builder LLC. He has over 5 decades of experience and is now offering channel seeds and bare chemistry. Call 641-512-8131.
All right, we're back, Bronco fans here. Start of the 4th quarter. Unfortunately, Broncos down 49-0 to the number 1 MMCRU Royals here in Marcus, Iowa. And we'll have the Bronco defense start out there, as it will be 1st and 10 for the Royals after that interception by Carver for the Royal defense. Hefner just unfortunately being rushed all over the place, doesn't have much time tonight, as the Bronco offensive line has been great the past few games. Just they've met their match with the Royals here in the trenches tonight.
Yeah, again, the more and more you watch this game, the more and more you can see why Royals being ranked number 1 in a lot of sites. And I believe on actual Iowa High School Athletics Association are the number 1 team ranked by them as well. And again, we'll do some score check-ins here with area teams. West Hancock, of course, playing, and again, coming in as state favorites as they always are, but again, playing a tough matchup right now.
And here we go. Broncos in that 4-3 look. It is going to be a handoff and almost met in the backfield by Stephenson, but he's able to avoid a few tackles on that handoff. And finally being brought down by Hefner and Johans of the Bronco defense. That's going to be Luke Kintai for the Royals. It will be a Royal first down.
11-yard gain there. Again, 2 Broncos had him in the backfield. Unfortunately, couldn't wrap up, finish tackles. Kind of in the story of the Bronco night, just missing those tackles, not able to bring down the ball carrier on first contact.
And it looks like Galen Catholic is up over the West Hancock Eagles again. That would be quite the upset at 4-1. And it's going to be a handoff here for the Royals as he marches down the sideline and is taken out of bounds by Guido. And that's going to be R.J. Creer for the Royals, his first carry of the night. It's going to be a gain of 5. It will have 2nd and 5 now for the Royals, just under 11 minutes to go in the ball game.
Yeah, I believe I heard that correctly. I believe West Hancock is down 27-15 right now. So
27-18.
27-18 right now.
27-18. So kind of a shocker there, as West Hancock, didn't have their best showing against the Broncos last week either. Did come out with the victory, but the Broncos looked pretty good against them last week, Dylan, as the Royals coming out in a trips formation. Harpenall with the handoff, though, to Kintai. And he is brought down by Hartema and Medina. Medina, another senior for the Broncos, has done a great job filling in for that starting role at D tackle. Started, week 2, I think, and has not lost the job.
Yeah, Juan, just such a gifted athlete. Again, as a basketball coach, he goes out, he's most likely going to earn some starting minutes this year for us in basketball, and just for his size, he moves better than anyone should.
It will be 3rd and 5 now for the Royals. And here we go, another handoff to Kintai. Another nice blitz by Stephenson. The sophomore brings him down in the backfield, along with Guido flowing nicely on the play as well, helping out Stephenson. It is going to be a loss of 2, so it will be 4th and 7 for the Royals.
Yeah, again, great job by the Bronco defense there, flying to the ball, and Jaime finally able to wrap up one of those tackles. He had a couple shots, those tackles for loss, finally able to deliver one, and now puts in a really bad spot for.
And they're going to try a field goal, yeah. Johnson been good so far tonight in extra points. Let's see how well he kicks it here, as this is going to be, the hold is just barely down. Kick is definitely long enough, and they're going to call it no good, as that was a 33-yard attempt, I believe, Dylan, and wide left is what they're saying. So it'll be a turnover, and it'll be Broncos ball, 1st and 10.
Yeah, again, had plenty of leg, but just, again, pulled it with that wind blowing right to left. Unfortunately, just the wind took it, and unfortunately for the MMCRU Royals, again, fortunate for the Broncos, get the ball back and able to put some points on the board, 8.5 minutes here in the game.
Yeah, hopefully we can get something going here in this game on a positive note, as just under 8.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Royals lead 49-0 over the Broncos, and they're going to go fake the swing pass. It's a go here to Doherty. Oh, and it's just out of his reach, as Hefner had Doherty and Paulson wide open and just unable to hit him. And it's going to fall incomplete. 2nd and 10 now for the Broncos. Great play call there by Coach Faubourg and the Bronco offense, faking that swing pass to Stephenson on the go route. So 2nd and 10 here for the Broncos.
And again, Broncos finally got an open receiver. Unfortunately, Brody, who's, again, just never had a chance to set his feet tonight, just put a little too much on it.
Yeah, Broncos are going to have a trips formation here near side. Hefner's going to roll that way. Going to pass back to a tight end screen to Johans. It is complete, and it is going to be a Bronco first down. Nice setup and nice delivery from Hefner to Johans on the tight end screen. Yeah, so far we've only seen that on 2-point conversions, but this time complete for a Bronco first down.
Again, exactly what Doctor ordered. Again, great pass, great catch and run by Jackson on that play.
Under 7 minutes to go here. Hefner takes the snap, looks deep for Doherty. Pressured again, having to scramble, and he's going to take it himself, find a little bit of green grass, and looks like to be about a 7-yard gain. Oh, they're going back a little bit, so it might be a 6-yard gain for Hefner on the quarterback keeper.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And that's going to be 2nd and 4 now for the Broncos.
On the tackle for the Royals.
Yeah, again, a couple string plays in a row now that, again, Broncos have done a good job and, again, finally got the momentum back in their favor moving.
Here we go, 2nd and 4. Broncos in that slot receiver formation with Griff Paulson. Goes in motion, fakes the jet sweep, hits the slant to Lamb, complete. Lamb shakes one defender and is able to gain about 3 more yards. It is going to be a 1st and 10 for the Broncos.
First down at the 44-yard line.
And I believe that's Lamb's first completion of the night as
It
well.
is.
So again, unusual. The Bronco power offense here, passing attack has been stifled so far by the Royal defense. But they're finding some nice completions here in the 4th quarter. 5:40 to go now as they line up in the trips formation, 1st and 10. Stephenson goes on the other side of Hefner. Hefner drops back for a pass, throws it out to Blaze Paulson. It is complete before Blaze runs out of bounds. It won't be a first down, but it will be a nice, looks like an 8-yard gain on the pass. Be 2nd and 2.
Yeah, I got a great completion, and that's going to get Brody really close to breaking that scrimmage scrimmage yards record. As again, coming to this game, he was, and pardon my looking here, 117 yards short of the all-purpose, 102 yards of the scrimmage offense.
And here we go. Hefner takes the snap, looks towards he's going to go deep for Griffin Paulson. He finds him wide open for a Bronco score. That's actually Blaze Paulson, the younger brother. So Blaze Paulson gets into the end zone for the Broncos' first score of the night. That'll bring the score 49-6, still in favor of the Royals, but the Bronco offense is back here. Did we have a flag? We did have a flag, unfortunately, folks, after all that. And it looks like it is going to be holding on the Broncos. That's going to negate the touchdown and back them up 10 yards from the spot of the foul, as the Broncos just sadly, unfortunately, keep shooting themselves in the foot, as it is now 3rd and 10 rather than putting 6 points on the board. Blaze Paulson was wide open on that wheel route. We'll see if we see it again here. 4:49 to go in the ball game. And but Broncos are coming out in the spread formation, 2 slot receivers. Again, Hefner has to scramble. He's going to go over to Lamb. It is complete. And Lamb's able to get the first down. I think he came backwards but regained it. And it is going to be 1st and 10 on the Bronco completion from Hefner to Lamb, as Hefner had to scramble, look downfield at the same time. A little bit easier when you're 6'4". But Lamb has a great job of finding an open window during those scramble drills. And the pass is complete again for a Bronco first down. Just hit 4 minutes on the clock in the ball game. Broncos now in the trips formation, near side. Hefner's going to throw out that wide receiver screen to Doherty, and Doherty tries to get outside.
Pass complete to number 7.
And there's going to be another flag here.
A penalty marker on the field.
Couple flags, so we'll see what is said here before we announce anything. Doherty on the pass, maybe gained half a yard. As the officials discussing it here. And they're signaling towards the Royals, so it is going to be on the Royals, as it is going to be in the Bronco favor. And it is going to be a unsportsmanlike conduct against the Royals, so that'll...
After the play.
After the play or something like that. So it will be tacked on 15 yards and a first down for the Broncos, as hopefully we can find the end zone here before the clock runs out. 3:47 on the clock.
And with the penalties, the ball spotted on the 15-yard line. First and 10
It will be
Broncos.
Broncos 1st and 10 on the 15. Broncos in the trips formation, far side. And it's going to be a swing pass to Griffin Paulson. A bubble pass, I would say. And he's able to gain, looks like about 7 yards on that catch. So it will be, I'm going to go 6 yards on that catch. So second and a long 4 for the Broncos.
Brings up 2nd and 4 for Belmond-Klemme.
And here we go. Broncos comes out in that trips formation. Kind of a bunch set over there to the boundary side. As Hefner fakes the handoff. He's going to roll out and be rushed again. And he's not going to escape this one, folks, as he will be sacked once again by the Royal defense. And that's going to be quite a loss, and that's going to bring them back to about 3rd and 15 for the Broncos. 2:30 to go now in the ball game. Broncos season on the brink of being done, as the Broncos will finish the season 3-6, and the Royals will improve to 9-0.
Yeah, again, just not a lot of cohesion right now with the offense. Playing kind of a little discouraged at this point.
And fakes the jet sweep. Hefner goes deep for a lob pass to Lamb, and it's complete in the end zone for the Broncos as they get their first score of the night. And it's going to be 49-6. That's a completion of Hefner to Lamb for 14 yards on the pass completion there. So Broncos got a little bit to celebrate there, as we're going to get the senior Braden Doherty one last PAT try. Braden Doherty been a heck of a kicker for us. Had, I think, 4 or 5 touchbacks this year. Haven't seen that in the last 6 or 7 years in Bronco football. And his kick is up and good. So it'll be 49-7, still in favor of the Royals. 2:02 to go in the ball game. As again, the Broncos starting to see a little excitement over there. Good to see. One final time here, we will have a kick off by the Broncos here when we come back after a word from Hancock County Co-op.
Hancock County Co-op Oil Association in Garner since 1930. Whether it's tires or service for your vehicles and big farm equipment, or your diesel barrel filled with Cenex Premium Field Master Fuel, see Hancock County Co-op Oil, Highway 18 West in Garner. Call 800-924-COOP.
All right, we're back, Bronco fans, here as we will see Braden Doherty with the kickoff for the Broncos. We'll see who the Royals bring out for a return. 2:02 to go here in the ball game, as the Broncos season likely to come to an end, as they will fall to 3-6 on the year. And we want to thank all the seniors out there that have contributed the time over the last 4 years, 3 years or 2 years, however long it's been for the seniors contributing for our program. You guys will be missed, and hopefully we will see you guys during basketball season as well. I know several of the seniors play basketball too, so we'll be able to mention them as well. Again, a lot of contributions, a lot of leadership, a lot of them leaving their mark on this Bronco football field.
Yeah, a couple of records that Brody broke in that last drive. Again, he broke the all-purpose yards in a season record. It was held by Corby Sander, as well as the total scrimmage offense in a season held by Corby.
And there we go. We do have a return by the Royals. It's going to be Michael Schmillen, and he is forced out of bounds by Saul Duran on that kickoff. And that'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Royals. 1:48 to go left in the ballgame.
Yeah, again, that should all but do it. About minute 43. Most likely going to see just a couple kneel downs. Again, get both teams out of this game healthy, and Again, shake some hands at the end.
Again, like my partner Dylan Block just said, a couple more records being broken, a couple more positives to end the night for Brody Hefner and the Broncos, breaking a couple of Corby Sanders records. The UNI stand out and Broncos stand out as well. And I believe his younger brother Tate is still playing for the UNI Panthers as well right now.
Yeah, going through an injury. Again, has been on some of the travel rosters, but the last couple games has been hurt.
Yeah, and here we go. Royals 1st and 10. And it's going to be a handoff to Miller. And he is brought down for a loss by Guido of the Broncos. It's going to be a loss of 4 on the play.
Yeah, this Bronco defense playing so much faster in the second half. Starting to fly the ball and, again, build some momentum as a lot of these guys are coming back.
Yeah, and I saw, Liam Fournier never got back into the game, unfortunately, injuring his knee earlier this week. It's an unfortunate event for the junior, but he'll at least, the good thing is he is a junior, so he'll be back next year strong for that Bronco defense, hopefully. And we are going to have a timeout by the Broncos.
Just to get some subs in the game here.
Just to get some subs here to end this season, and we'll take a timeout as well for Thrivent Financial.
Thrivent is proud to support the Belmond-Klemme Broncos goals, and Thrivent loves to help people achieve their financial goals. Thrivent helps clients create a financial approach that reflects their priorities and protects what matters most to them. Josh, Brian, or Michael can be reached at 641-444-3214.
All right, we're back, Bronco fans, here as the Broncos getting the seniors off to be able to be congratulated by the fans and stuff for a heck of a career that they put together. We do have quite a few subs out here for the Broncos. We'll try and name them if we can. It looks like Saul Duran out there, Aiden Pleister. Let's see here.
Mark Wambalaswa looks like he's over there.
Alvaro Asagira. We got Jackson Baldwin out there. And I believe that's about it.
It should be the last play of the game here.
Going to be 2nd and 15. It is going to be a handoff for the Royals. And it's going to be a tackle. Let's see here. That's going to be T.J. Hermanson on the carry for the Royals. And he's going to be brought down by Max Swisher for the Broncos, and that's going to be it for the ball game, folks. As the Royals are going to take this one and move on 49-7 over the Belmond-Klemme Broncos. The Broncos will end their season 3-6. Again, thank you to all the seniors that the Broncos have on their team, as the Royals will continue being 9-0 on the season. They will move on as they regroup the districts. And Dylan and I will be right back here for a post game after this.
Hancock County Co-op Oil Association in Garner since 1930. Whether it's tires or service for your vehicles and big farm equipment, or your diesel barrel filled with Cenex Premium Fieldmaster fuel, see Hancock County Co-op Oil, Highway 18 West in Garner. Call 800-924-COOP.
Thrivent is proud to support the Belmond-Klemme Broncos goals, and Thrivent loves to help people achieve their financial goals. Thrivent helps clients create a financial approach that reflects their priorities and protects what matters most to them. Josh, Brian, or Michael can be reached at 641-444-3214.
Discover Waldorf University in Forest City, where your passion meets opportunity. With a wide range of athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, whether you're on campus or online, experience the support of a community that feels like home. Learn more at waldorf.edu today.
All right, we're back, Bronco fans, here. Unfortunately, the MMCRU Royals defeating the Broncos 49-7. Royals will move on, and it ends the Broncos season as Brody Hefner finishes 16 for 27 for 125 yards, 1 touchdown and 3 interceptions. And for the receiving, Kyson Lamb, 3 receptions for 34 yards and the lone touchdown for the Broncos tonight. Jackson Johans finishing his career on the gridiron, 2 receptions, 34 yards. Blaze Paulson, the sophomore, 2 receptions for 27. Griffin Paulson, the senior, going to be missed most for his leadership role. Again, had 3 receptions and 20 yards on that. Braden Doherty, the senior, has definitely left his mark on Bronco history, finishing with 3 receptions and 9 yards. And Jaime Stephenson had 3 receptions for 1 yard himself. The Bronco rushing attack, unfortunately, looks not so pretty. Jaime Stephenson finishing with 3 rushes for 3 yards. Wyatt Boozman, 1 carry for -2. And Brody Hefner has 9 attempts for -6 yards.
Yeah, unfortunately, not great night for the Bronco
for
offense.
the Royals finishing tonight, they're going to have all sorts of stats as they had lots of kids able to get in the ball game tonight as the score got out of hand pretty quick, Dylan. Again, the Broncos finishing on a high note with that last minute touchdown from Hefner to Lamb, however. And, they just continue to grow throughout the season. Unfortunately, again, we're losing quite a bit of seniors this year, a few of them anyways, a few key contributors for the Broncos, but it's always next man up for next season as the Broncos continue success as they went from 2 wins to 3 wins this year. We're in a lot of close battles, so a lot of positives to look at. Statistically, we haven't, again, with Hefner breaking those all-purpose records and whatnot, we had a powerful passing attack on the offense this year. Dylan, anything to add so far for this season?
Yeah, again, just love out to all the seniors that gave everything they had to this team and this group of men. And, again, just motivation for next year for these returning players. Brody Hefner returning. Again, Jaime, Kyson, all those boys coming back. Use it as fire and use it as motivation to just keep building and keep getting ready for next year. And like we mentioned a couple times, we will be back for basketball. I believe the first girls game is late November, so kind of around that Thanksgiving time is when we'll be back, and I'll be back for the basketball season. Thanks for listening in here on the Belmond-Klemme Broncos live video stream powered by Koloff Media here as well at KIOW.com. Have safe travels tonight and have a good night, Bronco Nation.